Welcome to this video tutorial about how to power up a Zeiss CMM. So step number one is I press the power button that is located on the left side of the controller here, right there. The next thing I'm going to do is grab this speed knob that's on the controller, and I'm going to go all the way counterclockwise. So this speed dial is fully closed. Now I will have to wait about 1 minute for this icon right here on the LCD display of the controller to fully come online, and it is just about 1 minute, so be patient here. Now while I'm waiting for that, I will explain a little bit about how homing the machine works. To home this machine, the Z-axis will go all the way up, so that way the probe sensor here is out of the way of everything, and then the X will move all the way in the minus direction, and the Y will move all the way in the plus direction. Alright, that will allow it to reference itself and find its starting position. So right here I see the probe icon. As soon as I see the little probe icon with the number 1 next to it on the LCD display, I will press the M button to the right of the speed knob. I'll see a little green light come on, and that turns on the drives, or M for motors. It's another way to think about it. Alright, so in the meantime I will double click to open Calypso. Now I intentionally did not turn on Calypso yet because when I say OK to this login dialog, there is no password here. The status window will pop up, and then the machine will automatically let me know that the CMM needs to be homed. Alright, so you want to have the controller on, you want to have the drives on before you open Calypso. Alright, so this dialog right here is the automatic homing dialog. I'll leave the defaults here, X position 0, Y position 0, Z position 0. I'll say OK. And right now the machine is actually moving to home position. However, we turn the speed dial all the way down. That's the best practice. Now that we are watching the machine, we'll turn the speed dial up, and we can see that the Z axis is going to home position and the X and Y are going to home position as well. So this speed knob right here is a top level interrupt. Everything that's happening in Calypso respects this first. So it's a best practice at the beginning and end of every procedure. Turn that all the way down to closed, and then when you want the machine to speed up, slowly open that up. Alright, on the computer screen it says, caution, there is no stylus system in the probe. Say OK. Our next move is going to be to pick up a stylus system. So we have a probe changer rack up here on the machine. We have a master probe, a small diameter probe, a 3 by 50 millimeter is our standard, and then we have a star probe over here. So we're going to go do a CNC stylus system change to grab that 3 by 50 millimeter probe. To configure Calypso, we will move the stoplight window into the upper right. We will come down here in the tray, and we'll click on the Calypso icon for the Calypso monitor. We'll say do not record, and we'll close it out. That will stop annoying pop-ups in the future. And then we'll click on the Calypso icon, and we'll go to the status window, and we'll X this out. And whenever that status window pops up, you can always just close it out. It gives you more information than you need to know. Alright, so we'll come up here to CNC Stylus System Change. It's a little A icon underneath the Extras pull down. This window will open up. We do have to be very specific about the clicks here. For starters, we will look down on the controller and make sure our speed knob is closed all the way down. We are about to move the machine automatically, and it does not give you a warning. Secondly, on the computer screen, we will left click to highlight 3 by 50 millimeter stylus in green, and then we'll right click and we'll say load stylus system from holder. Now it looks like nothing's happening here because the speed dial is all the way down. As I slowly open up this speed dial, you'll notice the machine starts to move. So I'm keeping this at a relatively low speed. As soon as we see our X position is lined up with the probe that we want, we can then fully open up our speed dial, and at the end of that procedure we will close that speed dial all the way down as a best practice. All right, so thank you for watching. We'll see you at the next tutorial.